Ever feel like you're doing all the right things, praying, working hard, having big dreams, but you're still stuck? Like there's an invisible barrier holding back your prosperity? Today, we're going to talk about a secret spiritual blocker that very few Christians discuss openly: lust. Now, when I say lust, most people immediately think of sexual desire. But biblically, lust is much bigger than that. It's any disordered craving wanting something outside of God's perfect will, at the wrong time, or with an intensity that overrules your spirit. It's a spiritual fog that clouds your judgment, weakens your discipline, and disconnects you from divine wisdom. In short, lust pulls you out of the flow of God's blessing. So, how exactly does this happen? Let's break down the core biblical reasons. First, lust clouds your discernment. When disordered desires are in control, you lose the ability to hear God's voice clearly. True prosperity flows from divine instructions, but lust is like static on the radio line to heaven. 1 John 2:16 says it perfectly. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, comes not from the Father, but from the world. You can't receive heavenly blueprints if you're tuned into earthly static. Second, lust destroys self-control, which is a non-negotiable principle for building wealth. You simply cannot build anything lasting without discipline. Lust eats away at your self-control like termites in a foundation. It starts with a small compromise, which leads to a bigger one, and soon you have a major spiritual leak, draining your power and potential. Third, lust opens the door to financial destruction. Where lust enters, wisdom exits. And what follows? Unwise decisions, impulse purchases you can't afford, risky behaviors that jeopardize your future, a shattered focus that keeps you from completing your work, ruined relationships that were meant to be your support system. Lust always comes with a hidden price tag, and it's always more expensive than you think. Fourth, lust breaks your alignment with purpose. Godly prosperity is tied to your unique calling, but lust pushes you to chase temporary satisfaction instead of your long-term destiny. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot walk in two directions at once. You're either building your purpose or feeding your appetites. Fifth, lust invites spiritual weakness. A weak spirit leads to weak choices, which in turn leads to a weak financial life. Just look at the Bible. Samson, David, Solomon, all incredibly powerful men who were shaken by lust. Power was lost. Clarity was lost. Kingdoms were shaken. The pattern is undeniable. And finally, number 6, lust blocks God-given opportunities. God is a good father. He won't give you opportunities that you're not mature enough to handle. Lust signals spiritual immaturity. So, in His wisdom, God often protects you by withholding the very blessings you would destroy through impurity. Sometimes, a closed door is God's protection, not His rejection. So if you recognize some of these patterns in your life, if you're easily distracted, spiritually inconsistent, struggle with focus, feel stuck despite your talent, or have great ideas, but no execution lust, might be the hidden thief draining your spiritual capacity. But here's the good news. Purity unlocks power. It's not about restriction. It's about unlocking something greater. Purity builds stronger spiritual authority, clearer decision-making, higher discipline, and a direct alignment with your destiny. So how do we apply this? It's simple. First, clean up your inputs. What you see and hear feeds what you desire. Guard your eyes and ears like they are the gates to your destiny, because they are. Second, replace lust with purpose. You don't defeat a craving with willpower alone. You starve it by feeding something else. Fill your life with your God-given goals, discipline, and a relentless focus on your calling. Finally, start practicing what I call prosperity purity. This means aligning your daily habits with your high calling. Wake up early, pray with intention, work with excellence, guard your heart. When you increase your spiritual purity, you increase your spiritual bandwidth. And true, Lasting prosperity only flows through a wide, clear bandwidth. It's time to stop letting this hidden enemy steal your future. Choose purity, choose purpose, and watch as God unlocks the prosperity He's had waiting for you all along. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unlock your calling.